There is a major bug in the game currently regarding unloading from cargo platforms down to a planet. If there is no fixed in the title right now, then this bug is still active. The devs are aware of it and hopefully they will take care of it soon, but we don't know how long it'll take. So in the meantime, you might want to be aware of it. We have 400,000 science here. Look how fast that unloads. It goes down almost instantly. It just drops everything and then keeps going. That's the behavior you want. That is the desired behavior. Now, yours might not look like this. If you're being affected by this, then this is what yours might look like. So we're reloading the exact same save with the exact same ship and taking a look at it. So it's coming in right now, again with the 400,000 science. Now let's take a look what happens when it arrives at Novice over here in a second. It's going to arrive there and you're not going to see an instant unload like you want. You're going to see something like this. 2K, 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 unloading 2K from each stack per second or so. Essentially, it will take 3 full minutes. 3 full minutes to unload all that science. That is a very long time. Depending on how many silos you have at the other end, the unload can be taking longer than the load. And it definitely is taking longer than the travel time, considering these ships travel at 500. So what is the issue? And how do you fix it? Well, there seem to be a couple things contributing to it, but the biggest thing and the most important thing you need to be aware of is not having too many unfulfilled requests, or just requests in general, because those also seem to affect it, but unfulfilled seems to have a bigger impact on your cargo hub. Your cargo landing pad, sorry. So what we're going to do here is we're going to remove these two groups, which is how I had it set when I showed you the first one at the very beginning of the video. So all we're requesting is the science. And once again, or little, maybe not so little ship is coming in. Again, with its 400,000 science, and with nothing else changed in between these saves, let's see what happens. Or 400,000 science, again, just almost instantly unloaded. All the red and green. Apparently we don't need orange right now, so we just need red and green. That's what got unloaded. And then we can watch it all rain down. Glorious science rain. Okay, so as you can tell, you need to have minimal requests on your cargo pad. You don't want to be requesting things that you don't actually need. So what we have done, if we look at the current game, and not the one that was a couple hours old where I was testing this shit, this is what we've done. We have taken all the requests out of the cargo pad and moved them to combinators. There, you can see the science rain down right now, just in time. It just left. You can tell that was an instant unload. That was a nice fast one. So we've got our science here in one combinator, everything else in another, and then Promethium in another. We have 3 different setups because this is set to request if anything drops below 100k, if this is set to request if anything drops below 20% of what the values are in here, and this, so it functions as a latch, and this is set at 500k instead of 100k. We have big buffer chests now on our science here, so that once this starts to drop low, there's still a good bit of science, there for the labs to ensure that our science stays uninterrupted. But yeah, that's basically the big thing you need to do. If you notice yourself having the slow unload issue, you need to get your damn requests out of your cargo pad and move them to combinators and have them active as little as possible. Latch them, ideally, using something like this, so they only activate when they're low, then request more than they need, and then only activate when they get actually low again, not just slightly low. You only want big requests to be coming down, not small ones. So that's the first and most important thing, and that will probably solve 99% of the issue for most of you. Now, if you were still noticing slow unloads, you need to add more cargo bays after that. If we go back to our test game here, and I go back to the removed settings from the cargo landing pad, but I also removed too many cargo bays, and hopefully I'll remove enough, because Apparently I have to remove a lot to get this to behave like how I want it to behave here. We thought cargo bays were the issue for a while. Thanks, Will. And so I overbuilt like crazy until we discovered the actual issue. And here we go with the ship coming in. Okay, it's still unloading fast, so I didn't remove enough. Oh wait, there we go, there we go. Okay, the first part unloaded fast, and then you can see now it's unloading slow again. And that's because you don't have enough cargo bays. So the first thing you want to do is move your request, latch your requests if possible, at least on your high traffic worlds. On my other worlds, I still have them done regularly, but the other worlds aren't requesting like millions and millions of science, so I haven't noticed it being as much of an issue there. But it's something I'm definitely going to pay a little more attention to now. And if it is an issue there, then I will be doing the same thing on the other planets as well. But there you go. Yeah, we actually overflowed a bit because I removed too many as well. So there you go. I recommend using normal cargo bays and not legendary, because if you use legendary, your cargo space gets really, 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 really big. And what'll happen is every time you click the hub, your game will lag like quite significantly every time you want to check something on it. And that gets pretty annoying, and you get way more space than you actually need. So the number of bays I have right now, if we check the current game, for those of you who probably want to know that number, is I think around 800, but I'll give you an exact number in a moment. We currently have 700. 700 cargo bays. Now, I am moving more science from other planets to Novice than most people do. I have green and red currently located on Volcanus. I have yellow located on Fulgora. That might change. That's a whole nother conversation. But generally, yeah, these two things. Number one, keep your requests small and move everything out to combinators so they can be toggled on and off and are not persistent in the hub. And number two, add more cargo bays. Add more normal cargo bays. If you have done the combinator thing and you were still getting slow unload, add more normal cargo bays until it becomes a fast unload again. This is a pretty major difference when it comes to a high SPM mega base. You know, we're up to 500,000 right now, and we're looking to push further. So having your ships take 3 minutes to unload versus unloading instantly, you know, is obviously just an absolutely enormous difference. So it's something you definitely want to pay attention to. As I said, the devs are aware of this. I have talked to the devs directly. They will hopefully be fixing it soon, but they only really learned about it like yesterday when we talked about it on stream. Well, we only learned about it yesterday as well. I've been playing for over a month now, 2 months now, I guess, without having known about this. And yeah. It's definitely something that is going to affect people who are at the mega base level way more than at the normal level, but it's something that can still affect you at all levels. It's something you just want to be aware of, because you don't want this. You don't want this piddling trickle down when you've got more than enough space, in your cargo, and it's still trickling down. So there's definitely some weirdness going on here in terms of what's actually causing it, because it kind of, doesn't make much sense how our increased number of requests limiting it, and so on. The cargo bays makes a bit more sense, because they each have an internal cooldown of like 21 seconds or something. But either way, with the sheer number that I have, like, we shouldn't be getting limited like that. We're definitely way, way over that point. So yeah, the devs should be looking into this soon. If you don't see fix in the title, then this bug is still present, and you might want to take a look at it and make sure you take measures so that you're not impacted by it. So hopefully this helps you guys avoid this issue. Yeah, that's about it. No requests on the hub, and add more cargo bays. Use normal ones. I'm Stupid Fat Hobbit. I stream at Twitch TV, SF Hobbit. Thanks for watching.